Yo, what's good? Are white women starting to be black man's piece? Let's check it out. See what the sister has to say.
Sure, I need the black women, I need the white women, and I need the black men. This is some seriously real shit that I am utterly disturbed by, and I am just tired because I don't understand why there's this major attack on black women. So this video, if it goes into a part two, not a problem. I'm about to ram it up. I was in.
I'm kind of curious. When has there been a major attack on black women? And I could be mistaken. I just got to know, when has there been a attack on black women? Because last I checked, there was a serious attack on black men, and still is to this day. But neither here nor there. Let's see what you have to say.
In the barbershop today. And it was a young black male come in there. He might have been between that 22 to 24 age group. Very handsome, very, very handsome. So I believe he's might have just been coming back from college or graduating or whatever the case may be, because they were happy to see him when he came in. So he sits down, and so they're just talking, what's going on. And he's giving an update. He's graduated, he's got an engineering degree. Oh my God, I'm over there on the proudness. I'm in the background. I don't know him. I'm just kind of sitting down, listening to what he's saying.
Well, you already know what this hitting for. She just getting her ears full on the young thing, on the young guy.
So the barber begins to get filled in on him. What's been going on? This thing, and he says, I'm coming back. I'm getting married. So everybody,
Salute to him.
like, great. And I'm so on the side, being so nosy and over there like a proud auntie. I don't even know this young man, right? So they start to kind of converse amongst each other, and they're talking. And so the young man says, yeah, I'm having a little problem. It's a lot going on because I'm marrying a white woman. And my family, they're not too happy about it.
So it's not about the color, it's about the character, and it's not about the skin color, because you want to go where you appreciate it and not where you tolerate it. So I don't see any problem with it. I mean, and nowadays, in this climate, the black women tend to have the masculine energy, and not to knock black women again. I'm not saying all that, but more and more that we start to run into these black women and start to have this uh masculine energy. They're just on a whole nother level right now, and it seems like the other races are more so submissive and cooperative and things of that nature. But nevertheless, let's get back to the video.
So the barber and everybody was like, oh, well, to each his own, and this, that, and the other. So the barber was just kind of speaking to him, and he said, hey, where'd you meet her? And he said, oh, I met her in college. And he was like, oh, okay, because, back in the day, you had all the girls. What made you decide that she was the one? Like, what made you want to marry the white girl or the white woman? No, with no disrespect. So what this young man said after that is what just literally took me out the game. As
Of course, all of them gonna feel some type of way, bitter, sour about this, about what he said, because, and actually he probably more likely was telling the truth, because we always have this, and not all black women. I'm not saying a majority of them, but I'd be damn, it's about a good bit of them that's in this energy where they just feel like they need to be right, and everything's just down here with it.
as a black woman, as a black mom, in general. So he says that, he come from, of course, the hood, and had a hard knock life, just with one mom and no dad, and that same shit. Like, don't nobody keep. I hate the fact that that is such a stereotype. We hate it too.
What's the
But
stereotype?
so he
How is
goes
that a
off to say
stereotype?
that when he went to college It was a college that was mixed, but more so of a white college. And he start, meeting up with white
Insane.
friends, and uh, you know, they introduced him to another whole world that he didn't know existed, and the young girl, she became a friend and then introduced him to their family. And when he goes over there, they're all married, the parents is married, and they have a really good home, and they do things together and they communicate. It's just a good energy, a good vibe.
Well, in my experiences of dating other races, I have talked to a, a white woman, Asian, Philippines. Um, their family they've been it's two parent household. The parents was together. It was a good upbringing she had, and she understood. Well, they understood that two parents in the house was better than one, and they never experienced anything other outside than what the black women have raising the the child out by themselves and teaching them one way and how it's supposed to go. And a lot of times, women are raising guys that's trying to be men that they can't have, and that may step on a lot of women's toes, but it's the truth. But they've been taught differently, though.
And this man said, I never knew this side of life. My life was always loud and chaotic and always disruptive with my family. So the young man said, he would go over there and they would go on vacations. They would have Sunday dinners. When they had cookouts, there was no fussing, no fight, no arguing. It was just all love and vacations. I was
Mm,
thrown at what this young man was saying in regards to what he seen and what he witnessed being with this young lady and this new side of life. And so he said that, when he seen it, he started thinking about all of the chaos that his life was. It was always baby mama drama and fussing and fighting, and they'll get together as a
facts.
family and it'll be a fight. And the drunk uncles, the drunk mamas, he was like, my aunt and uncles, they all on welfare and always scheming and always fussing and fighting, cussing, trying to hook up with this dude and that dude. And it's just all these black women, just all that seemed like that's all I was raised up under. That's all I seen. That's
We all
all I
been there.
know. And then I get to the white woman, and it's different. And what he said after this is what really broke me. He said, it's like when I came home the last time. He said, and I was in my family's event. It was nothing but chaos. He said the women, they in house shoes and bonnets, they ghetto acting. He said, and I love them, but I don't love it. And he said,
That's facts. That's straight facts on that one. I don't know where to begin to, and he's right. I gotta drop the bomb here for this because every time you look around, there's always a issue where we have to, reason with someone, and like I said, they want to be right, and there's so many situations where we try to place ourselves in to try to have peace, but y- you can't you can't have it because it's always uh uh a big disturbance. We can't think right. They never care about how our day's going, and things in that aspect of that nature. But some women do really realize, hey, we're human, we have feelings, and we have rough days and stuff. But as some races, they just feel like they just need to just hit a nerve and just to see if we really care in that aspect. But nevertheless,
said, being with my white girlfriend, fiance, and her family, he said, you know what it's like? And this is what got me, ladies. He said, it's like if you're in a crowded room and you're surrounded by chaos and just everything, and everything is just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on, and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet and it's peace. He said, that's what my fiance is to me. in her white family, that
And that's
whiteness,
all we
he
want.
said, they're my headphones and they are my peace. He said, and then black women in my black side of the family, they are the noise.
Yeah. Salute to the guy uh that's looking to be married to his significant other, was his fiance. Shout out to him. Um and he's right for the most part, because the most black girls that I dealt with, and they always had some type of uh it's just this energy when you come in the house. They always rambling. They start some shit, the petty shit. We ain't got time for that, man. We had a long day, busting these hours out, trying to provide and support the family, and we just got to come home to the nerve-wracking attitude like this. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. Are the white women start to be the black man's piece, or are the black women start to overreact and start to feel a little, feel it some type of way? Peace.